we're going to make is your pineapple flambe. Okay, here we're going to do the carving. As it said, the concept of your Goregaon, it has 4 sets of skills involved. Can anyone state them? One is your flambe, flaming. There are 3 more. Carving, good. Filleting, okay. And one more thing is there. Shaping. You just take a meat hammer, you shape the meat. That is mainly done for your entree. Okay. So here, what you're going to do with your pineapple, the same set of carving work. Take out the end joints. Okay. Take out the terminals out. You're going to carve out the flesh alone apart from your skin. Okay. This is the skill showmanship. So you will see how it's going to be differing from your regular pineapple cutting. Okay. So now what are we going to do? You're going to leave the fork a little bit on the side. You're going to use the fork at the end. Okay. So now just hold the pineapple, grip it. For this, a longer knife would be easier, but nonetheless, we have a good shaped knife here, sharp one. A little bit of flesh will definitely go out, okay? So don't worry. This comes in your elite kind of services, so any small little wastage is acceptable, okay? So loosening up, yes. Can you see it? Yes. It won't come a proper cylinder, right? So this has come, a little chunk is left behind. We'll use it, don't worry. Okay, chalega. So just keep it aside. We got the fruit, as I told you, is on very ripe note. Okay, it is not too little bit raw. If you have it raw, you get a perfect cylinder from inside. You just chunk it out, right? Just take a fork, bring out the fruit here, make thin slices. Okay, to this we'll take out the center part. What is that known as?
Core.
Core, yes. We'll just use geometrical shapes. Okay, it will come easier that way. Only so I told you, right? If it's very soft, you won't get it. Only if it's a bit raw, it will come really nice. So I'll leave this now. What we'll do is, we will start with your sauce. Okay. Flame on. Okay. Get a little bit butter. Don't take too less butter. Don't take too much butter. A perfect level. Your fish will become really nice. So now, as I told you, a small little change is gonna be seen in your menu. We won't add these 2 powders to this. Okay. Which powders? Nutmeg and cinnamon. Okay. So pineapple, what kind of a fruit is it actually? I'm asking world region wise.
Tropical.
Tropical. Good. Now we're going to add in your demerara sugar. So you might ask, sir, what if demerara sugar is not there? See, as for recipe part, demerara sugar will get you a good color, good flavor. If not, definitely you can go for castor sugar. Okay, but you need to inform the guest. This is especially for the elite guests. Okay, it's for them. So you need to make it as per their choice. If they say, I need some blueberries or cranberries, you can add it. That's as per guest request, but not on standard recipe. This is flambing. Your corridor service is customizable. Remember that. Okay. So this is melted good, nice. Caramelization started. Once you see the froth happen, it means it's ready to work. Okay, it will definitely get hot. Don't work without a duster cloth, please. Even for exam, I don't want any burnt fingers. I'll make sure you lose marks. If you burn finger, you lose marks because you're not following your safety protocols. Okay. This pan is very old, guys. Very old, more than 30 years on. Okay, it has come from London. Very few IHMs, I believe, they have it. So we're a lucky batch to see and work with this. See the colors change. Yes. Now you're going to add in your orange juice. Any liquid, keep it away from the flame. It has tendency to fizzle up. Okay. Immediately it solidifies. So now we just need to work it on. Remove the lumps. Just like same like your white sauce. Remember, the chef used to say, if it gets lumped, put it on flame, on slow flame, and keep working on it, mixing it. Similar concept here. Okay, just let's wait for some time. Now you're going to add in your. Someone come and add it, please. It will come into chunks. Chalega, no problem, no harm done. The fruit was a little bit on this softer note. Okay, so let the pineapple cook a little bit. Okay, but this is today it is come raw. It need not need so much of time. Okay, so once you add your orange juice and after 30 seconds you add your pineapple, because if we are supposed to use a raw pineapple, so that it requires more time to cook. Okay. So now this has come, the shine has come for the sugar, coating your backside. Yes. Take it away from the flame. Beautiful flambe. You're getting the blue flame. Don't disturb it. Give it time to breathe in. Okay, it will automatically subside. Okay. Don't add too much sauce. Required as to how much to eat for the dish. Okay. This is enough. Okay. So here it is going to carve out the dish, the fruit, which is a banana. It's actually supposed to be a longer version. What is available had used up. Okay. So we're going to carve it and we're going to plate it up. First, take out the edges. Hold a fork. Okay. Take it a horizontal cut. See, the fruit should be actually a little bit on the rawer end. Okay. And also the knife should be very sharp. Only then your carving will be effortless, or else you will literally struggle out. Okay. So now we're going to remove the skin. Do not use your hands, please, because this is more of showmanship and skill. The usage of cutlery is required here. What do we need a raw banana in the first place? Sour taste. Okay. Anything else? Easy to carve. No, the basic reason is the sauce we're gonna make. Okay, it will be hot. So what's gonna happen if it's raw? It will withstand the heat. It won't break. So this is the basic concept where you're a little bit raw on the raw end. Your banana and also your pineapple. You need it on a little bit raw scale. Okay. Now we're going to add in your. You can little bit remove the butter. Okay. For equal parts of sugar and equal parts of butter is the proper measure. Right, okay. So just We not take you the whole pan to use the work. The front half is enough because you can also show to your customers. Let it melt a bit. See, there is a small little difference in your recipe of your pineapple flambe and your banana flambe. For your banana flambe, last week we had seen your crepe Suzette. Yes. What were the ingredients we used in your box? It has changed now. Did you notice that? Yes. What has changed? Can anyone identify? Brown sugar has come, which is the demerara sugar. Then you have got your nutmeg powder and your cinnamon powder. Okay, nutmeg is grated and cinnamon is powdered. And especially for your banana flambe, we're going to add these two components. We had removed your lemon and orange peels out of the box, right? So the butter is melted good. Add in your demerara sugar equal to your butter. Don't add anything less. Why? You won't get the sauce. The ratio will differ. Okay. So now we want to caramelize both together. See my hands? It's going anti-clockwise. Yes. Because you are handling liquids. Liquid has a memory of only anti-clockwise motion. That's by nature. See, come out good. To this, we are going to add in orange juice. Okay. See, one moment I just left it started to solidify. So this is one thing, characteristics of your sugar. So even for your sugar work you're gonna practice, you need to have it hot, have the pan hot. So now we're going to add your powders. Okay. See how much I have taken? Very less. Don't add too much. That's all. Nutmeg and cinnamon powder. See, very less ratio you need to take. Don't take more or it will spoil your dish. Okay. So now we're going to add in your banana to it. Cook the banana for a moment here. Add the sauce on top. It will gradually solidify. See, sugar, when you're going to plate it for your exam, this sauce, it should be not too thin, not too thick, somewhere in the medium position. Because once you plate it and take it to the guest, what's going to happen? It will solidify. Okay. So you should know, the gloss has been given. Okay, sugar gives it a different tinge of gloss when it's ready. You should know it. Okay. Just turn the bananas both sides. Let it absorb the sauce a little bit. A little bit chunkier part, not turning. No, nonetheless, we'll coat it up. Okay. So now to this, we're going to add in what alcohol are you going to add in? What is this dish? Banana or rum. So rum is going to be added. Okay. If you want to take in a good quality rum, you can take in few brands are there, Captain Morgan, so many other things are there. So just take it up. Okay. The pan should be really hot. Take it aside for a moment. Okay. So let it cook with the rum. It will give you a very beautiful sweet taste. Flame is still there. Yes. Don't do all dhaba style tuck and all. No. Let it be there. Let it cook. It will get absorbed. See, the sugar is also condensing. Yeah. So now we are going to plate the dish. Okay. Okay, it will come out really nice.
Make the Irish coffee. This will come in the cafe course. So we will add a water
By the way, this is our MSc student, okay, who's assisting us in making this dish today.
So keep one thing in mind, like after the water boils, then only you have to add the coffee powder. You can use any instant coffee to make the preparation.
Which is the costliest coffee currently? Not coffee loaf. Coffee loaf has been taken off. Do after your session gets over, do check it up. If it has some max XX, it's changed up. The intensity is gone.
So here, like this is a hot beverage. So you have to like heat your glass. Just make it little warm. Then add some of your demerara sugar, the brown sugar. Then you will add around 40 to 60 ml of your whiskey. So you know which whiskey we are going to use?
Irish.
Yeah. So to make the Irish coffee, we have to use the Irish whiskey. But here we are not using the Irish whiskey. Like why? Anyone know why?
License.
Yeah, it's not available. Also, like we don't have the permit. Like we don't have the permit to buy the exported. So again, we will like heat up your whiskey because like this is a hot beverage. Then add your coffee. To the whipped cream. So actually the whipped cream should be added because if they want it very sweet, then you can add more whipped cream. If they like the coffee bitter, like they don't like the sweet, then you can add less whipped cream. So the whipped cream is beaten like nicely, so it is like floating on the coffee. Like it's supposed to float on the coffee.
Whipped cream should have proper temperature to be in form. So otherwise it comes very nice. Add a little bit of garnish to your, which is your demerara sugar, and serve with it.
It's a great coffee. This.